everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. You are in the kitchen with KK. I'm very excited today to bring you a video that's going to encompass several things here, but the main item that I'm going to be addressing today is National Grain-Free Day. And a lot of people have had to go grain-free. So we're going to jump into all of that. And today is National Toast Day, and it's also the last Thursday of the month is National Toast Day, and today is National Pistachio Day. We're weaving those all in. So my name is Kimberly Knox. I am an integrative and functional health coach, which we get to the root cause of disease by looking at your systems. But I take the science of food and apply it to delicious meals that are going to energize your body, that are going to nutrient fill your cells, so your cells are working better, because our cells are programmed to know what to do. They just need the right tools. You'd be amazed at how quickly your body shifts, as I was over 15 years ago. So I am the creator of the bioenergetic cooking method. So this really just looks at food as a potential for energy. Bioenergetics is the energy of a study of energy in living systems. Foods are living, especially if you're eating some raw foods, right? And real food, not your ultra processed food. We're gonna look at a couple recipes in here today. Now I take this based on the different areas of the body, and of course the small intestine area. I'm definitely going to be looking at how the gut works and have some alternatives that are applicable to what we're talking about today. So many people have had to go grain-free, and when they do, finally their gut issues clear up. Gastrointestinal disease is number one. We have got a huge area here, and it is affected by so many things in our environment and so many things in our food: the additives, preservatives, the fillers, the thickeners, the glyphosate, out of control. And so this plant-based pasta with here I'm using a kale and moringa pesto. So plant-based pasta has become important. So just to touch on that, I use this black bean organic spaghetti for a lot of my clients because they're vegan. They want the protein, but they need to be gluten-free. So my whole book is gluten-free and dairy-free, and how to live that way and how to thrive, why you have to. It goes all the way from being celiac, which is deadly to your liver, the main controller of your health in your body, okay, down to low-level inflammation, which you do not feel. So this is where we're at. Most people are systemically inflamed, or at least inflamed. And if you have any autoimmune type of diseases, there's a whole gamut, arthritis, things like that, you've got to clear your gut. You've got to eliminate some foods, and then you're going to start to feel better. So not only is this gluten-free, and I love this Explore brand, so check it out. There's a penne made with red lentils. This one has a superior low carb conversion, and that just means you take your total carbs, net out the fiber, divide that by 5, and you have a little bit of an idea of how that's going to convert to sugar in your body. So if you're trying to stay ketogenic style, you want to get those net carbs low every day. This is a great alternative, and it tastes incredible when you toss it with a homemade pesto that's filled with vibrant nutrients and flavors that are raw. So the pesto that I made for us today is a pistachio. Oh my God, pistachio's so good for you. Great snack for men and women. Good amount of protein in the profile there, along with antioxidants. And but there's dandelion greens in here along with basil. Okay, there's no cheese in there. You don't need cheese to make a pesto taste amazing. Really high quality olive oil, garlic, of course, lemon juice. Your liver loves this, okay? Dandelion green, superior bitter green to help the liver stay thriving with enzymes and bioproduction and everything that it has to do, because once we move into springtime, that's liver and gallbladder season. So some things could come about. Let's get this toast out of the way. So breakfast is generally a disaster when it comes to grain in America. We all grew up with cereal. The cereals of the 60s weren't as bad as the cereals of the 80s, 90s, and now the cereal with milk is a massive inflammation waiting to happen, low nutrients. So what can you do to get around that? Well, you can make a chia pudding with a very clean almond milk, like Malk that you've seen me use. You could supercharge that chia pudding by putting in some flaxseed and some ground up pumpkin seed. Now you have more protein, you have more fiber. You can make it with the chocolate milk or just add in some raw cacao. So there's many ways to get around that. In my book, let me just show you another breakfast item that I love. It's actually in the thyroid section. And that is it's a sweet potato hash with eggs and spinach. This is so easy, one skillet dish, and you've got a massive amount of nutrients, so antioxidants. That orange is your beta carotene. Your liver, a healthy liver, is going to convert that into vitamin A for you, which is an antioxidant. Your eyes, skin, everything needs that. So fantastic. This is delicious with some fresh oregano on top. If you do eggs, you can plop some eggs in there. So this is a way to make your breakfast more interesting and better for you. But going down, what else did I want to see here? So the bread, all right. This is a millet toast. I buy it as a loaf at our farmer's market. I slice it and I freeze it. Sometimes I don't have bread every day. I don't make sandwiches out of bread. I eat meals in a different way. But this millet toast, fully grain free, because millet is an alkaline, non-grain, non-gluten type of grain. So this is fantastic. I know the German baker who created this, and they were in Berlin for hundreds of years. Okay, so they know what they're doing with bread the old school way. He would be aghast, he said, at the labels in the store, and breads in the store have been linked to superior high levels of glyphosate. So we wonder why we're having so much gut permeability and gut disruption today. That is one of the main reasons there. The other things are alcohol, additives, preservatives, fillers, blah, blah. The list goes on. So topped with my homemade jam, which is just strawberries here. You can just heat them down and then you whip them up and you can make your own jam, simple, no sugar added. So this is a beautiful way to honor National Toast Day, which is the last Thursday of February, I found. So that's kind of fun, right? Let's just put this to the side. My mouth is watering because I want some of the toast. What we're going to make today, and I am going to put a link, hopefully, or have my guy do a link to some of my videos. I have lots of videos on my YouTube channel, so if you haven't looked around, please do. Some of the old ones are fantastic. So I've made here, and I know this is on my real library, this is my mock tuna salad. If you could smell the life in this, it is outstanding. So the shredded raw carrots and radish and chopped up celery, and these are chickpeas mashed up, and then you make this all in a food processor. It cannot be easier. And fresh dill, fresh parsley, red onion. This is outrageous when your body takes this in. So you know that when you eat food, anything you eat, all your supplements, if you're taking drugs, they have to go through the liver. The liver gets super happy when you start to feed it some good stuff. So we're gonna make a wrap. I'm going to show you how to do a collard green wrap. See this wrap right here? This helps you get away from not only the bread and the grains of wraps, but the extra carbs that your body does not need. Okay, most people are eating way too much food. They're not utilizing that stored energy, or their liver has lost the ability to switch metabolically and go after stored fuel. So they're storing up all over. So what we need to do is also cut down. That helps you live a more ketogenic lifestyle. But when I like to look at it nutrient dense, I'm a nutritarian, I'm a qualitarian, And when you look at food that way, what is it doing for me? Your mind totally shifts. So let's look at the collard greens here. And I'll show you how easy it is. And then we're going to make some zucchini noodles. Super fun. These are collard greens. We never had these growing up. In the South, you would have collard greens cooked in fat back and ham hocks, whatever, you know, and that tastes pretty darn good. And so a collard green, super high in calcium. All right. These are nice leaves. So I'm going to get a couple here, or we'll just do one. I'm going to show you how to blanch it. And I've done collard greens stuffed with my my vegan walnut taco meat. Oh my God, that's outrageous. So good. In my cookbook, though, got another one here. This is a collard green breakfast wrap done with scrambled eggs. Oh God, it's amazing. If you do eggs, and this is really a great option for you because it's just giving you so much life. When you start eating food that's filled with life, your whole life changes. You're going to cut off the bottom here. Hope you can see. Let me get this out here. You're going to cut off the bottom, the thick stem. What I like to do is I cut along the thick part here because you really don't want that. I just cut right along the edge on both sides, right up to the top. Okay, now I have this out. Excellence is what you repeatedly do. So don't get tripped out. Just give it a try. You get better every time you do it. I just have to figure out things. So here we go. We've got a leaf. Now, if you want to blanch it, you can roll it like this, but you can also blanch it 5 seconds in some simmering water. And I have that over here in the pot. It's going to make it really bright green. Okay, this is done. And then you just flop it into some cooler water. Okay, so now you have a leaf that's a little more pliable. You see how quick that was, though? Super easy. And now, let me just pull this out a little bit. So just crisscross the bottom here. And now you're just going to fill it in the center with the chickpea salad or whatever you're stuffing it with, the scrambled eggs or the mock, vegan walnut taco meat. It's so good, made with sun-dried tomatoes and lots of great spices. So roll in the sides if you want to. You don't have to roll in the sides, but then just roll it up like this. See me rolling. And now because you've already cut out the spine, now you have a clear line to cut through. So that's perfect, super, and easy. You're going to love these. So after I do my bike ride after this, I'm going to come home and eat all of this. It's so fantastic. I'm still breaking my fast with celery and dandelion juice. Perfect for this time of the year. An excellent support if you want to add some cucumber in this. Very hydrating to the liver. But this is also very supportive of your kidneys. So let me take a little sip. Delicious. Okay, don't these look incredible? That's so easy peasy. Let's put those over here. Now, to get rid of so much rice, now, why do they put rice on your plate at a restaurant? It's so cheap, right? So inexpensive. At home, if you're going to have rice, my number one choice is black rice, forbidden rice. It's filled with anthocyanins. Get an organic black rice or a red rice. I don't have any of the rice. Really have no need for them unless you're a growing child that's utilizing more of that glucose. You don't need it. It's a starch. It's a non-essential, especially if you have any type of goals that you're working on in your body. So cauliflower rice, amazingly easy in a food processor. In 10 seconds, you've got cauliflower rice. I know that I have recipes on here for cauliflower rice risotto. Delicious, incredible. Okay. If you need comfort food, get a hug somewhere else, because once you're putting too much weight on your body, just not happy, and you're not happy. I mean, you know, you start to feel bad about yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Just shift, try something new. And then broccoli rice, you can add that to a salad, because now you're getting straight up sulforaphanes, right? That is the active glucosinolate that is in the cruciferous vegetables, cancer preventative. Your liver loves this. Okay. This is the cruciferous vegetable line. It's a whole long list of them. And these are really, really great. So these can both help you in that regard, getting rid of some rice. Just checking on so spaghetti squash, love my spaghetti squash, right? And then shredding up sweet potatoes, another option, just like I did for that, this sweet potato hash for the breakfast, or it's a great brunch item. That's a superior, if you're making a brunch, get my book. There's an ebook link down there. Make that. Oh my God, it is fantastic. So easy. And what else did I want to show you? So let's do this. This is a spaghetti or a pasta alternative. Fresh zucchini noodles. I did this at the 2019 International Health Day event we had here in Sarasota at the Westin. The people were out the door in a line to get what I was making, because they could smell the pesto, garlic. Anyone can smell, really, like garlic and basil. Oh my God, right? You'll come running. And so I did one there. So let's just look at this noodle maker. Now, they don't sell this anymore. I had to get a replacement part on eBay. But if you can snag this, this is the best, easiest one for zucchini noodles. And if you love your zucchini noodles, it's great. It's also kid friendly, because here it is, no blades. The blade is under here, right? So I've had 5-year-olds, when I cook with families, do this, and it's just divine. You want to start with organic zucchini. Why? Because most of the nutrients, right, the lutein and the zeaxanthin in the skin, they're selling lutein and zeaxanthin for your eyes today. You can get it in vegetables. And I had the little boy, he's like, what did you say again about the eyes? Children are fascinated by understanding something new. Okay. And once you taste it, it's great. So you just put the whole thing in, mind your ears. Goes right into the basket. You lift this up, you pull out this. Kids love this. This is hysterical. And then you can usually get two in the same basket. So just for time's sake, we'll take this out and we'll show you. So here's the basket. It's the veggie bullet. And this is just the spiralizer attachment. So now look how much fun we have. I know there's a picture of me in my cookbook holding this up like this. This is delicious. Now you can meal prep it, and I'm going to show you how to go about that. Get a big container like this. I don't like it frozen because it's mushy. It will last, but you don't put no salt on it, no nothing. So you're just going to add it to the bowl here. Get out your little guy. Now you can cut through some of these if you choose to. And then you're just going to add fresh. I'm going to fill this whole thing up. You're just going to add fresh basil to it. And then you just put the cover on in the refrigerator, and you're ready to go for next day's meal. So always be thinking about what you can do. Let's do one more, and then we'll give it a toss here, and we will make some. Whoops. So this is the blade. But you see, there's no parts where you can get nipped, and there's no like turning like this. They don't work. I can do butternut squash in here too, which I have. Woohoo! You're done. And again, you have a little guy there. So let's grab some out. I'd like to get zucchini that is not too fat to put in here because then the seed part is large. When you get the thinner ones, you have more of a solid curl. Look how long this is. Kids get crazy because this is so much fun. Oh my God. Wait, where does this end? You see? So it's fun for adults too. Let's put the top down. So take your kitchen scissors and you can just cut through. Now, when it's time to eat this, you can warm it on a skillet on the stove. Just warm it up. Don't overheat it. But when you as soon as you put the pesto on there, the acid from the lemon is going to start to break this down and it is ready to go. You're not going to need much. We're going to mix this up. Now, you're already smelling how strong just the flavor profile of this is outrageous. And because it is so flavor dense, you're not going to miss the spaghetti part. Because then you're just going to feel tired. You don't feel tired after this. Now, how would you go about putting more protein in here? I'll come right back and I'm going to show you. Let me just get this paused if I can see what the heck I'm doing. Oh my gosh, the entire kitchen smells incredible. Pesto is so fragrant. And now this jar is where I keep my mashed up, crushed up in a coffee grinder, pumpkin seed, raw pumpkin seed. So just a quarter cup is an extra 10 grams of protein, but it gives it a little bit of texture, a little bit of, and if you are used to putting Parmesan cheese on everything, you can use some nutritional yeast here, which will be very high in the B vitamins. Toss this around. We got our fresh basil. Now you can put a little bit of sea salt if you want, and ground fresh pepper. And we have pasta alternative here. This, I'm telling you, you're going to feel so incredible. So get excited about being grain-free and start to incorporate little ways that you can do that. Be very mindful of any bread that you buy in the store. Try to get rid of the use of cereals with milk. It's a lazy version of a breakfast. You can make overnight oats. I have the recipe on there. You can make a chia pudding. They're in a glass jar. You're adding fresh, high antioxidant organic berries. So with a little bit of preparation, you can feel incredible. A gut that's not bloated, that gets irritated, and a leaky gut or gut permeability is the start of all of these diseases because you've got things going into your bloodstream that should not be there. Okay, and that is why grain-free. Actually, it was the Siete family that started this back in 2019, National Grain-Free Day, February 21st, because they started their whole company based around their daughter who cannot have grains. So tortilla chips, corn for somebody from Mexico, that's a big replacement. And in this country, we support corn crops, we support soy crops, and they're done in a way with so many chemicals that it's been killing us for years. So we need to get around that and just think outside the box. Very easy and so delicious. Your body will thank you. So thanks for tuning in today and watching me make the wrap. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And the noodle maker, go on to eBay and see if you can find the veggie bullet and grab it because this works the best. I'm all about how well does something work and how good is something for me, but the quality of this is unsurpassed. And there's no harm of, there's no like, oh my God, struggling with this and this. So you don't need that. Perfect. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for tuning in to KK's Kitchen.